now that George and I are back at the schoolhouse, we don't even remember what we actually had at the schoolhouse. So we're gonna take a tour and try and figure it back out. Okay, George, I don't want to call it the schoolhouse anymore. You know what I want to call it?
What?
The mole hole.
The mole hole?
The mole hole. This is no longer the
All right.
schoolhouse.
All right.
This is, we'll just leave that open. The mole hole. Okay. Now, Deanna has been hanging out here for all summer long. Here is Marilyn Raby, who sucks dried gravy.
Oh, she's
And
festive.
yes, she dressed up as you. Okay.
Okay,
Now
all
watch
right.
this. You remember what we did with the lights? Look up top. If we do this, we have lights on the bottom. If we do this, we have lights up in the
Oh,
rafters.
that's cool. I like the lights up in the rafters.
That's my favorite. Now, for the Christmas party, which we just had about a 2-hour meeting going over the Christmas party and everything that's going to happen during the Christmas party, we need roughly 25 volunteers to make it run as smooth as possible. For the Christmas party, this is going to be the gateway to Santa. Santa's going to be all the way over there. Remember, this is a 10,000 square foot building. It's big. This is a huge hallway.
This is one long hallway.
It is. We just had another fill a tote for $5.
Oh, yeah.
I need to come up with a better name for that. Fill a tote for fill a five. Fill for $5. It's a fill for $5, an FFF. A fill for $5. So we just had a fill for $5, fill a tote for $5, and we tried to get as many things out of the $1 room as possible. Because this whole floor is coming up next. We're going to start this week. If you look here, that's all termite damage. If you look here, that's all termite damage. If you look back here, this is
There's
all
plenty of termite damage.
We cannot restore all of this insane termite damage, unfortunately. This whole wall here, that's all termite damage. All that back there, termite damage. So we've got to take it all out. And good news is, I talked to Brian yesterday, and he wants some more work. So I've missed Brian quite a bit. He was fun to have around.
He was the Kool-Aid man.
Kool-Aid man, and the dude is made of pure muscle. So one of the things we'll be working on this week, we've got 6 weeks until this Christmas party. And during that time, we want to get this floor done as well, like we did another floor, which we'll show in a moment. All of this has to be taken out of here. We have to build another contraption to get all of the fill sand, because we'll go down 3 feet, come back up. Because this is built up 3 feet from the ground level, we've got to pack it down with sand and then put a concrete floor, which we've already done, which we'll show you soon. So all of this has to come out. All of this.
Oh, look, there's the window that Christian broke.
I forgive him though. All of this, that's termite damage.
Oh, yeah.
And so we originally wanted to restore. There's no way we're going to be able to restore. We're going to put $100,000 into putting concrete floors into the entire schoolhouse so that we never ever lose all of the beautiful rafters up top. And remember, everybody was concerned, oh my goodness, you have to exhaust the heat in the summer and da da da. We're not here, but we're going to put mini splits in every single room as well. So this is a big project. It doesn't look like there's that much stuff left.
We did have a sale yesterday and got
Yep.
rid of a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff has been moved over as well.
That's true. They were moving stuff over, so lots of totes were filled. And if they didn't have a tote, they could fill a bag. Now over here, oh my, there's a lot of stuff in here. This is not our stuff. Remember, we had a community yard sale. Well, we let a member of the community fill the room up with their stuff for a yard sale, and they said they sold a ton of stuff. There's still a ton of stuff left.
There really is. There's a lot of neat stuff, and
Yeah.
I would dig and dig
Nope,
and dig.
nope,
in
we're not
here,
digging. We're
but
not digging.
I'm gonna refuse. I'm gonna resist the temptation.
After that room, this floor has to be done. So one way or another, it's all gotta go. It's all gotta go. Babe, do you remember when I bought a storage unit and it had a giant safe?
The same one with the big old bear.
Yes. Well, check this out. Here it is.
This was a 4-man job moving this safe.
It could have been a 40-man job. Hopefully it's not locked. Oh, it's not locked. Good. Okay. My painter's tape had kept it safe, huh? So we'll get this moved and we'll fill this up real quick. You know what?
What?
You know, John Crook and Lynette have to get rid of all their firearms. I know a place we can put them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, I know a place. I know a safe, place. Okay. We still have to call the company. We just got here. We've not called the company yet. We're going to try and get that recomboed. All right. Got this huge hallway. So to know, we're going to paint this hallway too. We got 6 weeks to get this all painted. I want the hallway completely and totally painted, ready for, we won't have the floor done, but we'll have the hallway done, ready for all of our guests for the Christmas party. If you're going, okay, well, what is the new floor going to look like? Well, we already did one. In the past, this floor, as you stepped on it, was more like a trampoline. It would bounce up and down. It was that bad. So we dug down 3 feet, we packed it back up, and now we have a concrete floor. We can run a forklift over this. We'll never have termite or bug damage on the floor again. And that means this building will stand another 100 years. Now, Brian's gonna come in this week. Brian and I, we have one more roof to take out, and we couldn't in here because of the floor. It was so bad. So all of this ceiling stuff is coming out this week as well. That's the plan. Brian and I getting on it. The problem is I have a brand new concrete floor that I don't want to destroy. But, you know, when I knock all these pieces of wood out and they have nails in it and they're coming down, they're going to chip the concrete. We got to figure out how to do it safely without destroying all the concrete. But once the ceiling is out and the floor is already done, this will be one of the most complete rooms. We'll still have to paint. But other than that, this will be the most complete room once the ceiling comes out,
yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah.
And so this concrete floor in here cost us just under $10,000, this full project. Full project to put a concrete floor. So then if you do the math, you go, well, that's 10,000. That room is another 10,000, that's 20. That room is another 10,000, that's 30. This room will be another 10,000, that's 40. And then if you do the math, you go 50, 60, 70, 80, we're gonna be, then back in there, 90, 100, we'll be at 100,000 restoring the floor. For a 10,000 square foot building that we paid 150 for with all of the property and a home on it, to put another 100,000 in the flooring and then we'll paint as well, that's an incredible investment. Back in here, this is our stuff too, right?
Yeah, this is where Deanna moved all of the clothing and all of the furniture
And
as part of the dollar sale.
and the copiers. You never, ever, ever can have enough copiers. Hold a second. Let's see. Dirty ding. Ow!
Definitely
That thing hurts.
Definitely not
Okay.
crystal.
Oh, whoa. Remember when Christian died in here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christian died in here.
He could not be saved.
Do we have any chalk? Because I need to. Boom.
Yeah, there
boom,
should be
boom.
chalk. There isn't any chalk.
Grandmaster Yoda was here.
Who's that?
My Four Sons. Little Bunny 2004 was here. I don't even know who all these people are. Jessica.
Jeremy loves toros. We
What
gotta
the
change that to
Hales?
say moles.
Moles. This all should say moles. We have to change it all. I love moles. This is the mole. This is the mole. Look at how beautiful, beautiful, beautiful this room is. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay. So, looks like we still have electrical work to do in this room. We got to finish that all up, but we'll get to that. No problem. We'll get to that. And, oh, there's the original sign. Remember we found it? We found it in the shed. Mm-hmm.
Someone wanted to buy it yesterday, and I said, no, this is part of the Lark history.
That needs to stay with us. That definitely needs to stay with us.
Yes, yes, indeedy.
I didn't even know we had all this stuff. Which I got my eye on some pretty big storage units, some epic storage units. So you got me saying, "Oh, we got to clear the floors out." Okay, apparently I can't get out that way. It does say
Well, it does
an
say
exit.
not an exit.
So you got me saying, "Oh, we got to get rid of all this stuff. We got to clear all the floors. We're coming in. We're bringing concrete." And at the same time, I'm the one out there going, "Oh, I found some epic storage units. It's gonna be amazing." I've been prepping these guys like, "Hey, we're gonna have some big storage units." So
I'm looking at all of the windows that are painted.
we're gonna leave those.
Yeah, we do want to leave,
We're
except for
gonna
the
trim it
gator.
white.
The gator gotta go.
So we're gonna trim. Yeah, gator gotta go. Gator, don't play that. Okay, so we're gonna trim it white. And if you saw the gray that we used at the house, we were practicing for what we're gonna do at the schoolhouse on a larger scale. And I want to do white trim, and that really light gray almost makes you believe that it's blue, and it will brighten everything up in here. And then the hallway, I want to have a full history of Otter Creek. Now, we're not going to have a full history of Otter Creek in the hallway in time in 6 weeks for the Christmas party. What I'm hoping to have is a ton of decorations. This is the maintenance room. I remember that, and I remember the lights don't work.
Which this room used to be the nurse's station.
And as soon as I say the lights don't work, guess what? They work.
They work?
Okay.
Voila. What
We
is
shoved
this?
a ton of junk in here. We've got a lot of lumber to work with. We got a furnace. We got ductwork that we're not even going to use. We're going to put mini splits in every single room. So then I still have to gut this room too. I have to gut this room, remodel it. I wonder if I shut it off and I turn back on, will it work this time? You gotta be kidding me.
Today's your lucky
I could not
day.
get that thing to work at all yesterday. Yes, I am still sick. But today is really the first day I've been feeling better. The AC went out on Deanna in the workshop, which is in the back. And so there was this wall unit, and that wall unit is incredible. It'll actually turn this into an igloo.
Yeah, remember I told you this could have been your office?
Well, instead, Deanna made it her office.
It's her office.
So George kicked me out of her office. Deanna kicked me out of her office. I'm not allowed to have an office. It's out of control, to be honest.
We gotta look for your drill. It might be hiding. Oh, there's our metal detector.
Guess what? I just found the drill.
Yeah. You just didn't look hard enough. But it doesn't
Really?
hurt to have one here and one at the ranch.
I didn't look hard enough.
Yeah.
There it is. Right there. So, okay. Well, I was looking for this for how many days? And I went and spent almost $400 on a new drill. So now we'll have a new one at the ranch, and we'll keep this one here. There it was. I knew it was here in my office, but I got kicked out, which is pretty much the norm of my life. I remember what it used to be like to have an office in a 10,000 square foot building that I paid for, but I'm not allowed to have any room to my own.
I gave it to you and you said no. You'd rather sit in here and share
what?
an office with me.
And what? Just say it. And what?
Share an office with me.
Oh, that's what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I never said anything like that, but I do have a good squat in here sometimes. Didn't you spend yesterday cleaning this whole thing?
There was a ton of dust in here.
Why
and
don't you
so
show me what you
this-
did?
So this table used to be like a yellowish, brownish tint, and I bleached it. So it's a little bit lighter.
That's the only thing you like to bleach.
I dusted this cubby. I dusted that cubby.
Some of these gifts are from all the fans out there.
Yeah, I
The
put some of the gifts away.
funniest things ever. Oh my god. Dehydrated water, just add water. So funny. Plant urinal.
Filter. And then I dusted my desk off.
These look like gifts for a live stream.
I dusted this off.
Look at
I
that view.
dusted this whole thing off.
George has a beautiful view out here.
And I
The
put
giant
a bunch
oak
of
trees
our
over there.
gifts from the fans over here.
Whoa, that's a lot of turtles.
Look, there's us.
Whoa, that's a lot of us.
There's us.
There's the giant, beautiful, the iconic oak tree.
This
Man,
whole
that's a
area,
lot.
I need to remove all of the knickknacks, and it needs a good vacuuming and a good dusting as
There's
well.
the roses I gave you that you hate.
Those are the forever roses that I love because they don't die.
Oh.
I don't hate flowers. I hate that they die. There's a difference. These
Oh, okay.
I love because they last forever and they won't die.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then here's the diamond art that I'm currently working on, but it's taking me a while because
Well, this would be year 2.
this will be season 2, and that's what I've gotten done so far on season 1.
Huh, interesting. So
It
that's
takes
what you
a
do.
long time.
That's what you do when I'm ripping out ceilings and
Takes a
rooms
very,
and
very long time.
you're going to be painting. You're going to have, you see all that gray hair you have? You're going to have a whole lot more gray when we
Yeah,
paint all this place.
I do have a lot of gray.
Okay. Well, I guess George says she's done. She's grabbing for the camera. She's like, give me the camera. Give me the camera. Give me the camera.
Here's a lot of the shirts that our fans sent us.
What's that say? Limited edition 1977 right there. Here is another shirt that our fans sent us because I'm live in the mole hole. It's where all the moles come and party. Here's the kitchen. George's favorite room.
This is a big old kitchen. Big old kitchen.
Well, maybe if we set up space a little bit better, you know, more user friendly. What kind of contraptions do you have in your kitchen?
Let's see. So this is if you remember us packing the trailer to come to Otter Creek, this
I do.
was brand new in the box. There's the box down there.
I do remember that. We found that in a storage unit.
And so I used it for the first time yesterday.
You burnt pizza. The whole place smelled like burnt pizza.
I put it in for 6 minutes.
And it really just needed 6 seconds.
Maybe
okay.
I think I put it in for 6 minutes when it only needed like 4.
Is that a microwave? Toaster oven?
This is a toaster oven. I used this last season to warm up pizza.
Okay.
And then popcorn maker.
You never have enough popcorn.
Here's our microwave.
Okay.
Hot plate.
All right.
This is where I boil your eggs and make fart salad for you when you're craving fart salad.
We live in a school.
And my rice maker. Here's my Instapot, which we found in a storage unit. Brand new. And so I use it. I love it. This I got on Amazon. Here's a panini maker. We found in a storage unit, but I haven't used it yet. And then this we found in a storage unit, brand new. Haven't used this yet, but I would like to learn. It's intimidating. Look at it. It's so intimidating.
Trust me. I look at an intimidating thing all the time.
This right here, this is a deep fryer for the infamous French toast casserole on a stick.
Nice.
So this is what Deanna bought when she made the French toast casserole on a stick.
You want to see the other side? I'm your guide. Here we have a sink.
Okay.
There's 2 holes in it. 2 holes for 2 moles.
Okay.
Here we have a stove. And I don't know that it's ever been used, but there is some cast iron
It
in
looks
there.
new. I don't think they used
We
it
haven't
too
ever
much.
used it. I know Deanna said this was from the sale. Let's see.
Oh, it's a music
Watch the
box.
doors. Watch the doors. She bought it from the sale. See what happens.
Aw, how cute. The door just opened. Who is that guy?
It's a bald-headed pastor.
All right.
That ain't
The door
no
just
Lynette.
closed.
That
The
ain't
door
no
just
Lynette.
closed and he went back in.
Holy buns and ice.
Buns.
We
and
still have
ice.
barbecues down there from Half Meal Time to Grill. That
Yeah.
stuff's still good.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I do.
I don't know.
Holy cow, we ain't been in here and there's all kinds of stuff. Is this our stuff or this Deanna's stuff?
There's some leftover syrup from the French toast casserole.
Is
Some
this
candy.
our stuff or is this Deanna's
That's leftover
stuff?
candy from trick-or-treating.
Are you serious?
But it's ours now.
I own it?
Uh-huh.
Did I reimburse her for it?
I'm sure you did.
I did send her
I'm sure you did.
$650 for reimbursements, so. Holy cow. It's the best $650 I've ever spent in my life. Okay. All right, well.
You didn't show everyone your ketchup.
I didn't know there was any. I saw
I brought
candy.
you ketchup.
Right there?
Yep, right there.
And then the
See
pump's
two
back
big,
there.
The 2 big bottles right there.
Okay. Let's see. This was the furnace room. This is where I was originally going to crawl into the ceiling. And I was scared to do it. Because I thought that was the access panel, and come to find out, that ceiling isn't even the other ceilings that we took out. And those ceilings weren't scary at all. At all.
You did it the easy
But
route.
previous owners did try and scare us with stories of ghosts and all of that. Oh, let's check out this room. This is for the lady moles.
Well, you better knock to make sure that there's no lady moles in there.
Any lady moles?
Housekeeping. Nope.
Any lady moles emptying their mole holes? Nope, we're good.
You want to turn on the light?
Okay. Looks like Deanna's done some,
Added a privacy
look at that.
curtain.
Privacy curtain for the shower.
Bam!
I'm gonna like that when I'm showering in here. She may not, but I'm gonna like it. Remember when I hung this mirror up for you?
Yeah, came in handy.
What do you think of this yellow?
It's yucky.
I think it's gotta go.
Reminds me of urine.
Although I do think we paint the ceiling white again with the barn board.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's your toilet?
It definitely needs a good cleaning and a good painting.
Looks like there's turds around the base of it from lizards.
Yeah.
When we were in Cedar Key, people were like, "Oh, did you see that mouse run up that side of that building?" It's lizards. There are lizards everywhere. Everywhere you see a turd, it's a lizard. There are lizards everywhere.
Look at the two-tone.
Yeah.
Color.
This one needs some help. You think this one needs some help? This is the nice one. Come look at my bathroom.
Okay, I'll follow you.
It's the mole hole for the boy moles. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now there is one beautiful part of it that I have yet to use since I've been here, but
The ladies' restroom has 3 stalls. Does the men's have 3 stalls too?
no.
Oh, you have a
Yes,
urinal and 2 stalls.
I guess we do. I guess the urinal is a stall.
I don't think Jeremy's ever used the shower in the men's
So
room.
here's the problem. You see down there 2 inches of urinal waste?
Yeah.
The trap leaks. So to use the urinal, all it does is go back into this bucket.
Gross.
So pretty gross. Pretty gross. But it's not misfiring, it's not swimming, it's player with short bats. Please stand closer to the plate. I mean, you could just pee right down into the bucket. So that is the one nice thing. And this is where the peace and happiness happens. Except I got back and guess what? There was no toilet paper. I was stuck in here with no toilet paper.
Oh no.
None. You would think that a lady running this place would come and fill the toilet paper, but
No.
Deanna never comes in here. She goes in the other one.
I
so.
wouldn't think to fill it either. 'Cause
So
I
guess
don't
who's
come in here.
responsible for bringing in toilet paper in here?
You are.
George.
You are.
George.
If you're low,
Who's been in here? Oh, look at that lady limb walker. I was here, but now I'm gone. I left some bacon smell to carry on.
gate smasher.
Okay.
Hoorah.
All right. Amazing experience. Best 45 minutes of my life. Mesmerizing. Took my breath away. We've yet to actually use this shower.
Christian may have one time. Or
Yeah,
no,
but-
actually I take that back. No, he didn't.
So,
no one's used this.
The girl shower is
Cleaner.
it's cleaner, it's better over there. And so we focused on staying over there instead of here. Although I do use this to get away from George. I'd be like, oh, I really have to go to the bathroom. And then I'm in there for 2 hours.
This is like a trampoline.
So this all has to be ripped up like everything else. All of this will be concreted.
Yep.
All of it.
So washer and dryer, which is a nice feature.
All the way you look down there, all the way into behind us, all of it. The stage is going to have to come up. All of this is going to have to be concreted. This has become our supply room.
Yep.
And I don't even remember. Well, there's the toilet paper. Oh, here's the keys. Okay. Boy, I'm feeling a need to have to. Skid marks.
There's there's a ton of cleaning supply in here.
Okay, so we have cleaning supplies.
There's that guy
Mop
that
bucket.
we brought from us.
We brought that. Our mop bucket. There's the keys. There's more toilet. We're gonna have to bring more toilet paper
We
over
got
here.
face masks, latex gloves.
Cleaning supplies, face shields for when George is using the bathroom. Just like that. So, and full bottles of hand sanitizer, alcohol septic for when George is done. So, okay. Look,
What
got
are we doing with the light?
Well, I'll probably don't know. Probably throw them away because I'm moving everything to LED because it's more cost efficient.
Yeah.
So I'll either give them away, throw them away. I don't know. I remember putting them in there and just going, well, let's just put them in there for right now. We've got the main event auditorium. This is everybody who signed this for the community yard sale, which was awesome. Really awesome. So we have this. We'll be able to hang this up.
Oh, there's Granny Grail.
Look at that. There's Granny
Brian's
Gale right
grandma.
there. Where's Brian? Did Brian sign it?
There's Willis. Can't miss his
Very
handwriting.
cool. Mama Marty right there. Tina Griffith. Gailey. Very, very cool. So we'll be able to hang that up as another memory. Some of our greatest memories with the fans are actually here in Florida. So we've had events where we've been able to meet them. But they also got to meet my favorite new addition. I had to. I just had to. I don't know why, but
What's on his nose?
well, we scraped it a little bit, so we're gonna have to clean his nose up.
Okay.
Just have to pick it.
Looks
a
like
little
he's
bit.
been doing some sugar booger.
Well, it is Otter Creek. I wouldn't doubt it.
I got an important question.
What?
One of our fans sent us a disco ball. Where is that going?
That I don't know.
Up on
yet.
stage?
I don't know.
Up on stage, I think, or somewhere, maybe in the middle of
I do
this
have to
room.
clean his nose up. I do have to clean his nose up. So George and I are actually going to be live streaming from here, and we have the cannon here. Come on up here. This is all. This is all of the different things that have been sent to the PO box here in Otter Creek, which is PO Box 78 in Otter Creek, and we'll be talking about that tonight. And then we've got the cannon, which this came in that same storage unit with the bear
And the safe. Yeah.
and the safe. And that's a very high doubt. And we got the mole trap back
Can't
here.
forget the mole trap.
So you have to be looking for the mole trap.
Oh, look at the little otter hiding.
There is an otter. So for the Christmas party, we're probably going to turn these lockers. We're going to wrap them with Christmas paper and big bows. There's going to be a giant gift over here, giant gift over here. And there are going to be, we just had a big meeting. There's just going to be toys. We think we're going to have more toys than the stage can actually handle. We'll probably go down the walls with the toys, down the walls with the toys. Lots of cool things coming, that's for sure. And we now have a brand new Wi-Fi system that we'll be practicing for the first time tonight. It's going to be weird going live again tonight, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Do you think you're going to be okay? Mm-hmm. Hey, and we're going to do a couple auction lots too, so talk George into it. This is where Deanna, you know what? There's no room in here where I go, this is where I, except for the bathroom where I go, this is where I get a little time away from George. But this is where Deanna was doing a lot of her work, but then she moved over once the furnace went out.
When all the animals are in
We got
here.
all of the animals. Now, for Christmas, I want to put a red ball and get a flashing light on the nose of one of the deer.
Yeah, it could be Rudolph and the
But
red-nosed,
I think
the
what
rest
I'll
of the
do
reindeer.
is I'll set the elk up, which is huge. So if you can see the size of me versus, and I'm big, I'm a big dude, versus the size of the elk, I want to put flashing Rudolph, and I'm thinking that I'll be able to mount him over by Santa Claus, and Rudolph will be behind Santa Claus with a flashing nose during the event. So here's the thing. Bigger is always better. Right, George?
Right.
Okay, so instead of using the actual deer, I could use an elk, and the kids would still just be thrilled. Which, want to see the bobcat?
Sure.
And the fox? Mm-hmm. So here's our bobcat. It might be a lynx. I'm not sure. I think the tail is
The
actually
tail's too long. Yeah.
Could be a lynx. And there's our fox right there. This was the cabinet. This is an easy $1,000 cabinet. Which I shouldn't even touch it right now. There's just too much going on. We've got all of these turkeys. This is everything. This is everything that Deanna's been listing on eBay while we've been gone. I have no idea where she's at. Well, here's a box here. George for auctions. So this must be auction lots for George. This must be what you put your wieners in. Yeah, you definitely put wieners in there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see, does she have them? Okay, so here. So she does. She has them labeled. So if you see F10, F11, F12. So that's our system in regards to actually keeping everything in order, because we have Ohio home base, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they may be up to tote 500 right now, and that's how they locate everything that sells on eBay. For Florida, when something sells, in the specifics, it will say F11. And so Deanna knows when something sells and it comes up as sold, she'll see F11. If it just says normal 11, it's Christian and Patience. They deal with it. If she sees F11 that it's sold, she knows she's the one that sold it. She comes to F11, pulls it, and then ships it. And that's how the system works, which we need to get commercial racking here in Florida, which is another reason for the concrete floors. So if you see in here, this floor is already concrete. So there are 2 floors that are concrete.
Because this is an addition.
This is an addition. They did this one right. And so that was good.
This is our loading dock area.
Here's the loading dock, all the food that we brought. This is still stuff that we brought back that we still have to sort, which is a ton of stuff, but all kinds of antiques, cleaning supplies from Ohio, from Ohio units.
Can never have enough cleaning supplies.
Look at it. So if I am correct, this is what she has left to actually sort and go through to list on eBay, which means, you know what? It means I gotta buy some more storage units, and we have some this week that I think are gonna blow your mind.